Hey everybody, Life Lessons Podcast. This is Doug Spence. I'm a life coach. I do online life coaching. Today, I'm going to talk about how to meet your significant other. So this podcast is good for people who are single, looking to meet somebody. So it's actually not that hard. I mean, the first thing you do is you have to know what you want from a partner. So what do you want from a partner? So start a list. Do you want them to be funny? Do you want them to be handsome? Do you want them to be beautiful? Do you want them to be smart? So make a list of the traits that you want them to have. Do you want them to be kind, patient? Figure out what it is that you want from this person to be. Okay? Do you want them to be loyal? Write down what's important to you. These are the must-haves. The must-haves. Okay? These are the things that you're not willing to settle for less about anymore. So don't stop settling for less. Stop settling for what you can get and who chooses you and pays attention to you and picks you and they turn out to be not your ideal, but you compromise yourself and you decide, oh, well, it's good enough or whatever because you're feeling lonely or whatever. So stop lowering your standards, raise your standard, and write down, figure out exactly what you want. Maybe a list of 10 to 12 things that you want from this person. Traits. Allow yourself to kind of drop some of the limiting beliefs, limitations about what you think you can get. So create this list of this ideal of what you want. Okay? That's the first step, really, just knowing what you want, right? Otherwise, your brain is going to be too open. It's going to pay attention to too many things. It's like when you walk into a mall and you know you're shopping for jeans, you're starting to pay attention to the stores that sell jeans versus walking into a mall with no purpose, no goal, no aim, and just kind of ending up picking up things randomly. So create a list of what you want. Now, you may be nervous, you may not have confidence. So in order to raise your confidence, you have to know what you have to offer the other person. So until you know what you have to offer the other person, you're just there to take. And if you're in that mindset of just taking, just receiving, you are not going to feel valuable. You're not going to know your own worth. You're not going to have value. So know what you have to offer the other person. Are you funny? Are you good looking? Are you, whatever it is, do you have a stable job? Are you good company? Are you kind? Start looking at the things you have to offer another person, right? Are you good with kids? Do you like meeting people? Do you have some interesting ideas or things to talk about? Whatever it is. Look at what your assets are. Look at what you have to offer another person and how they're going to benefit. So know your own value. So create another list. Think about this. Think deeply about what you have to offer, how the other person is going to benefit. Now that once you do this, you're really raising your self-esteem, your self-worth. You're acknowledging all of the things that you have to offer another human being. So now that you focus on that, so now that you know that, focus on that daily. Focus on that value you have. Allow yourself to really feel it, embrace it, and know it. Know what you have to offer. Now, not everybody is going to want what you have to offer. Not everyone is going to even recognize your value. But it's still there. The value is still there. What you have to offer is still there. Your assets are still there. But not everybody can see them. Not everybody values those things. If you're good with kids and that person doesn't want to have kids, then they're not going to be looking for that thing. But there's someone out there who values that. So by knowing your own value, knowing what you want, now you have to put yourself in a position to meet people. So meeting people, face to face, you get the most amount of information. On the phone, you get a little less, and through texting, you get hardly any real, tangible information from the person. But when you meet someone in person, you see their facial expressions, you hear their tone of voice, you know if they show up on time, you know how reliable they are, if they can even show up for a date. Simple things like that, right? So face to face, you get more information. But you don't have to meet people just through dating. Do the things that you would love to do. If you like hiking, join a hiking group. If you like drawing, join a painting group. Do the things that you're interested in. Because once you meet this person, you want to have some activities that you actually like doing together. So if you meet someone doing the same thing that you would normally do, then that's perfect. You guys have something in common. Taking a course, whatever it is. So go out and do the things you would normally do. Now what happens is, when people are extremely needy or desperate, they lose touch with themselves. They lose sense of what they want, what they like to do. They're just mostly thinking about fulfilling their needs, not feeling lonely. So they end up not doing their own hobbies. So in order to get to a point where you're not needy, you have to fill yourself up. How do you fill yourself up? Well, if you're feeling needy and you feel like you want a partner, you need a partner, you are perceiving lack. So create a list of what you think this partner is going to provide for you. Are they going to provide company for you? Someone will listen to you. Hugs, attention, phone calls. Look at what you think they are going to provide for you. Create a list of all the things that you think you're missing. What am I missing? What actions is this person going to do? Okay. Create a list of the actions the things that you perceive are missing. And now look at our infinite environment, our infinite reality that we live in, and look at where you are receiving those right now, because they exist. You're just not acknowledging them. You're wanting them all from one person. While you're single, they're coming from multiple people, multiple sources, and you're just not acknowledging those other sources. So start to see, okay, who is calling you? Who is listening to you right now? Who is paying attention to you? So maybe you're parents or your siblings are calling you. Maybe another person at work is listening to you. Maybe a friend of yours is hugging you when you see them. So you're getting these things in a variety of forms from a variety of sources. So that will help to taper down, tone down this sense of desperation, this sense of something is missing, this perception of lack. Start to fill your cup. Nobody wants to be with another person who is lacking abundance, who is lacking a perception of abundance, someone who's needy. It's really draining to be with someone like that. But if you can see how fulfilling, how much fulfillment there is all around you, now your cup is overflowing. So look for those things. Look for where they are. They're coming to you in one form, or in multiple forms. Then you'll notice, once you start getting into a relationship with one person, all of those same things are going to start to come from one form, and the multiple forms will start to drop off. You'll be in less touch with your friends, maybe less touch with your family. You may not speak to your coworkers as much, or the relationship may be just a little more shallow. So you'll notice that things will switch between the many and the one, and they may go back from the one to the many. This is going to happen repeatedly throughout life, the one and the many. Things in your life are showing up in the form of one, and the form of many, and the form of many, and the form of one. And I'm not just talking about relationships, romantic relationships, but this is happening in every area of your life. The one and the many. Things are always transforming between one and many. So do that exercise to help you tone down that sense of desperation. That will help to fill your cup. Now, once you start to feel more fulfilled from the multiple sources in our abundant reality, think about what you want to do. What do you want to learn? What activities would you love to do? Right? Now that you're no longer desperate, if you want to learn to salsa dance, go learn to salsa dance. If you want to do any other kind of classes, any kind of courses, whatever. And you'll have your list of what you're looking for. You'll have your set of standard of what you want. You'll know what you have to offer so that you won't feel as nervous. You won't be as needy, so that when you get rejected, because you will get rejected. So when you get rejected, it just happens, because it's not everybody wants what you have to offer, right? This is a filtering out process. Rejection is good because it shows that you're not a fit, you're not a match. And you want to be rejected by the person who's not a match. And when you do find a match, that is the person who accepts you, who wants to be with you. That is the match. So it's just a process of rejection until the right person will come along and it becomes a match. So this is how you can find the person who's right for you. So again, you know what you have to offer. You fill your cup so you're no longer needy. You start creating opportunity to meet different people. And you have your list of what you're looking for. Right? I think after that, it's only a matter of time before you start to the rest takes over. Nature takes over. I don't think there's much else you would have to do except meet someone, meet people, and the rest will just happen on its own. Because you'll be confident, you'll know what you want, the opportunity will be there. Okay, that's it. Life Lessons Podcast. How to meet your significant other. If you're interested in coaching, check out my website, spencelifecoaching.com. Send me an email. Talk to you later.